Thank you to all of our sponsors for making our Computex 2023 coverage possible. Hey guys, we're here with Deepcool at Computex 2023, and we've seen one of the most interesting things that we've actually seen at the show. It's called the Morpheus. The clue is kind of in the name. It can be morphed into essentially two different designs, single chamber, dual chamber, whatever you want to go with. There are a lot of kind of internal discussions as to how it's going to come as standard, but it seems like potentially the dual chamber might actually be the way to go. That's what maybe the majority of users are going to use. So I guess a little bit of feedback for Deepcool, if you guys can let us know exactly what you'd like to see from this. So, available in black, available in white, is going to retail, they're hoping for around $250 US. Again, there are some internal discussions as to what you're actually going to get for that, because the fan configurations in this are absolutely crazy. So, they've actually got this black one built up with 6 200mm fans inside. 2 at the front, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top, as well as side-mounted 3 140mm fans. Pretty crazy. There's a big emphasis on airflow, lots of ventilation at the front, lots of ventilation at the top, and one really cool thing that you can see on the black one is there are these little rubber grommets, which come in a little pack when you get it, and basically you can customize it to be how you want it to be. You could put your name on there. We were actually toying with the idea of potentially putting our logo on there. So some really sort of cool, unique customization options. I've been saying, I guess, throughout the whole of Computex that, I don't know, it's been a bit stagnant in the case market. You know, how do you reinvent a square or a rectangle? Deepcool are definitely trying to do something really interesting with it. So, you can also fit, in terms of radiators, it's going to be really great for people who want to do custom loop, modders, things like that. 420mm at the top, 420mm at the front, 420mm at the bottom. You can do combinations of, depending on if you're doing custom loop or AIO, you might have one for your GPU, one for your CPU, but there are plenty of options there for you. Now, you can do 420mm both at the same time with fittings. I guess if you did one at the top, you could have fittings at the rear, one at the front, you might have to have the fittings at the bottom. Again, it's going to come down to kind of your individual build when you're doing the custom loop, and you know how you can actually do it based on the fittings. It is technically a mid tower, but they have utilized the space very well. So we are talking inside it can fit pretty much all of the largest components on the market. So largest CPU coolers, largest GPUs. You can see they've actually got RTX 4090 ROG Strix cards in here, which are probably the longest on the market. You can also fit the largest power supplies because it has utilized that space so well. Now, as I mentioned, they are internally discussing as to what's going to be included fan-wise. Maybe they're going to go with, you know, really populating it out and having the one for the rear, maybe 3 at the top, 3 at the front, maybe even 3 at the bottom. Who knows? I mean, I personally would like to see all RGB fans, maybe around 6 or so, but I guess the whole idea with the Morpheus is they want people to make it their own in terms of the aesthetics and what they're actually trying to do with it. So trying to appeal to, you know, most people in the market. Now, the other thing with this is if it is in dual chamber mode, you can still fit a lot of fans in here, but you are restricted in terms of the exhaust, that you won't be able to fit one in there, but you have obviously got the top as exhaust and you can fit very large fans in there, as I say, up to 200mm. Now, along with sort of, yeah, the plenty of USBs on the top, you've got Type-C, you have got the rubber bits, as I mentioned, that, you know, just make it a little bit of fun, a little bit of customization. We'll get some B-roll shots and you can see exactly kind of what they've done up here. Now, they have done a few other things, I guess, in preparation for this. So they have actually implemented a 420mm AIO. It's called the LT820. I'm still a little bit confused by the naming structure, 820 when it's a 420, but it was actually made in mind for the Morpheus case. Now, along with that, they have also got this, which is a 420mm single shroud fan setup, and they are, again, internally discussing as to whether this is going to come included with the case. Me and the rep from Deepcool seem to think that it should come included with the case, and you know, this will kind of be the start of, you know, potentially implementing a decent fan setup from the get-go with the Morpheus. Now, they have got it in black and white, as I mentioned, but they are toying with the idea, and again, asking for feedback from our viewers. What do we think about the green? Obviously, it goes with the Deepcool kind of branding and things like that. And the beauty of this is every part of this chassis can be stripped down like this. It's going to be perfect for modders because they're going to be able to, you know, key it down, sand it, spray it, make it whatever they want. They could do, you know, collaborations with game developers, so they could bring out custom models of the Morpheus case. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, An amazing case. I think for around $250, which is the price point that they are hopefully going to try and hit, I think you are getting a lot of case for your money. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and stay tuned for more Computex 2023 coverage, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys.